wanted to ask you a question. What's one thing that maybe you've learned about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that really kind of corrected your belief, or something that just stood out to you?
Yeah, there was a lot, because of course, after I accepted, so to say, the Tawheed concept in Islam, because I was rereading the Bible after with the information of Islam. So I started in the end. I thought, well, perhaps there is something about this monotheism in the Islamic sense, and then I thought, well, if it is true, I can find it in the Bible as well. So and of course, I was still a Christian then. So I was reading the Bible again, and then I saw. And I thought, well, I don't have to look at what other people say that Jesus said, but there are in the New Testament there are some quotes, and they say Jesus said. It's like a hadith style. So, and there's this narrative, this story where there's this man coming to Jesus, and he asks him, "Oh, a good man, what do I have to do to get into paradise?" And then Jesus tells this person, "Don't call me good. There's only one good." And that's not him. He says it's God. Yeah. And then he says the second thing is that love your neighbor as you want to be, treat your neighbor as you want to be treated yourself. But I thought to myself, well, if Jesus himself, he talks about this one God, then perhaps there is something in it. And then I started rereading the Old Testament, so to say, part one of the Bible, the same Bible that the Jews have. And there's this monotheism, one God, one God, one God. And there's this passage in the New Testament as well. Then someone asked the same question, Jesus, and he says, the first thing that he says is, "O Israel, hear, O Israel, your God is one. There is one God." And I thought, well, if Jesus himself repeatedly talks about this one God concept, and I find it in the Old Testament, and the Muslims talk about it, perhaps there is some truth in it. So in the end, I accepted it as, okay, perhaps this is true. It is just one God, and Jesus is not God. But of course, like you said, there was still